My name is Muhireme Prasid. My mission is to preserve and restore natural resources by using my video production, photography, and graphic design skills to educate people about the value of protecting wildlife and how to ensure the proper optimization of the conservation economy. I spent my skills immersion period working at Jacana birding tours. In this time, I had learning objectives of explaining what wildlife is, describing how Rwanda's wildlife conservation awareness preserves wildlife, and identifying nature and describing the different approaches used in wildlife conservation awareness in Rwanda. This video reflects on my journey to Akagera National Park and what I learned regarding my achievement of my learning outcomes. Akagera National Park is located in eastern Rwanda, close to the Tanzanian border. It is characterized by savanna, low mountains, wetlands, and woods. Wildlife like zebras, giraffes, elephants, lions, and hundreds of bird species, including the uncommon shoebill stork, are protected by the varied terrain. Hippos and crocodiles live in the enormous Lake Ihema in the park's southern region. The park was established in 1934 and currently measures 1,200 square kilometers. It was given this name in honor of the river Akagera, which supplies water to various lakes in and surrounding the park, including Lake Gishanju, Lake Ihema, Lake Mihindi, Lake Rwanyakizinga, and Lake Shakani. The park is gorgeous and magnificent because of these water features and the savanna grasslands, woods, plains, and rolling hills. Back to our journey. We started our journey to Akagera National Park early on 13th October 2022. We reached our destination after 3 hours of driving from Kigali, the capital city of Rwanda. Upon our arrival, we were welcomed by tour guides. They explained to us what we were expected to do, what we could see to explore the park, and the proper behavior that we have to show to ensure the sovereignty of the park and the animals. I was too excited as it was my first time going to Akagera National Park. I had my professional camera around my neck and I was all set to capture the best pictures of the animals and their videos as you will see them. I expected to produce a documentary after that journey, and I'm actually happy because I did that. The tour guide gave us a brief historical background as we entered the park. He explained to us how Akagera National Park has endured some challenging times. For example, a significant refugee crisis brought on by the 1994 genocide and the civil war resulted in many refugees fleeing the nation through the park. Following the war, refugees once used the park to enter the country. Some refugees returned to poaching and tree cutting in the garden because they lacked the land for cultivation, food, or a place to go. The park management had difficulties since some of the park's wild creatures were extinct, while others were threatened. Domestic animals, particularly the indigenous long-horned cattle, were gradually taking the place of the park animals. The population could not just be ejected without a plan of action. And we were given explanations about how in 2010 the Howard Buffett Foundation and other groups helped the Rwandan government sign a cooperative management agreement with the African Parks Network. This signaled a significant change in the park's fortunes. The park administration, working with several donors and organizations dedicated to international wildlife conservation, launched an ambitious program to reintroduce extinct animals like lions and rhinos, while enhancing safety by enclosing area in fencing and stepping up air surveillance to combat poaching. This gave me a clear understanding of the strategies that the government of Rwanda has put in place to raise environmental conservation awareness and what can be done to restore the wildlife in the park after losing some of its contents. During our journey, we saw a group of animals called the Big Five in Akagera National Park. Those include lions, elephants, leopards, white and black rhinoceros, and African buffaloes. The difficulties of hunting the lion, leopard, rhino, elephant, and African buffalo were the genesis of the term Big Five. Trophy hunters considered it an accomplishment to bring these five deadly huge African animal species home because of their reputation for danger. I have also seen birds such as pigeons, hawks, and many other animals. Visiting Akagera National Park gave me a clear understanding of wildlife, meaning the components of wildlife, and it gave me a good knowledge of how parks are organized, and it provided me with quality takeaways on environment protection awareness raising and the strategies that can be put in place to protect the environment better. As a part of my internship, I've also done a couple of birdwatching sessions with an intention of knowing exactly how birds behave as they are part of the wildlife community. And of course, I went to birdwatch to many places, including Inyange Swamp, Nyabarongo River, and also we did some hiking, but I'm just going to reflect on birdwatching activities we did around the Inyange Swamp. Regarding birds awareness and conservation, the swamp around Inyange is not a protected area, though it contains a variety of birds and plants. People can easily interfere with the swamp and destroy some of its content. I recommend that the government of Rwanda can visit this swamp, assess its contents, and make it a protected area as they did while making Nyandungu Valley an ecotourism park. Nyandungu wetlands have been restored to a place that can promote the sustainable management of natural resources. It can be done to other wetlands to preserve Rwanda's wildlife and natural resources. Through government bodies in charge of maintaining nature and setting up policies for wildlife conservation, laws should be formed for keeping birds, as these laws are not set up by now.